can speak.
Don't pipe it through.
Nope.
Nope.
Right on the set.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other better freaking place in the world
now you got
than
commercials,
Daytona,
Jack.
Florida. Here you are, lunch with no
Damn you.
other than a dynamic
Where's
duo,
Casey at?
Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack. Today in the studio we are joined by a whole slew of people. So, who all is here?
Shroud.
Steak.
And lids up.
And Led Zepp, who's talked all over the damn intro when I said quiet on the set.
Oh, sorry about that.
He was confused.
Yeah. You know, I can't get the guy to talk during the damn show, but I say quiet and, try and roll the intro, man, and he's all over it. I'm telling you.
Didn't hear that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Good to have you guys today. Good to have you back, Zepp. Good to be back today, folks, after the weekend and a day off yesterday. For the record, today is April 12th, 2016, here in Shroud Avatar. Welcome to the show today, everybody.
Yep, it's a show today.
It's a show. We got all sorts of great stuff for you out there.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit of stuff. We got a ton of stuff. So much stuff I don't know what to do.
Yeah, hold on. We do have a ton of stuff here, and I came prepared today. So let me just do this real quick.
You can't prepare. You had a whole day for you to prepare.
Yeah,
Well, that just means we get further behind. That's all that means.
Yeah, I know. I brought a soapbox today to stand on.
That's my cue to check out.
You're not allowed to do anything on that today.
You can make nut butter.
That's right.
Can
I
you
brought
still
a
get into the
soapbox
restroom?
because I sure can.
Okay, so the door's not clipping. Yeah, it clips through the corner.
Does it clip?
Yeah, it does.
Just barely. That ain't gonna stop Crafty Method.
I don't think anything can stop a Crafty Method from dropping off the kids.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
I don't know if you heard this or not, but someone bought my wood off of Jack's junk.
Somebody went out to Jack's junk and bought his wood. How much they paid for your wood? Let me ask you that. 69.
You need a wood and nut butter combo.
Yeah, I mean it's. I think my nut butter's still there. My jewels are still there because I do have some like rubies. And so
buy Jack's jewels or Jack's nut butter.
They just wanted the wood.
They just wanted his wood. And that's absolutely right. But we've got so much to talk about. For those folks out there who are following what's going on in the world's been turned upside down this past weekend. A little bit. A lot of stuff out there.
Can't talk about it.
Sure I can. I can talk about everything I want as long as I don't talk about that topic. I can mention the world's been turned upside down. I can mention that there's a lot of people at odds with things that have been proposed. I just don't have to mention the topic. That's all.
All right, I took the kid to the zoo. That's where I am right now. I'll check in later as I can.
Amber Rain and I were having some conversation, and along with loads and loads of other people. And Amber Rain and I just said, we can indirectly beat around the bush all day long with this stuff and have a field day with it. And of course, we're not really going to do too much with that. But the world has been turned upside down in the Dev Plus boards. For those of you folks who have access to it and you want to see what was going on, get yourselves out there and read up on it because it affects you. It affects the world. And of course, I can tell you, hey, if you want to have that voice and you got that Dev Plus access, don't let it go to waste. Get out there, make your voice heard. If you're a $45 guy and you got ideas, you got gripes, bitches, complaints, ways to make things easier, get in there, get your voice heard. Your voice is just as
Laz,
important as everybody else's.
You know everybody can see the name of the topic, right?
Well, I don't know. Can they?
Yes, everybody can see the name of the topic.
Well, so.
Yeah, what is it? What is it?
Well, I'm not going to mention that on the air.
Well,
I didn't even know
can see
people
it.
could actually do that, but there it is. There's a little
No.
can of worms for you. You can actually go
Not
see
anymore,
the topics.
because someone posted to one of the other threads last.
Okay.
And it's been locked anyways.
Yes, but that still hasn't fueled several other topics of conversation, as well as other private mails and gatherings and backroom meetings and all sorts of other things throughout the world. This thing is shaking the community from top to bottom, and it's going to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say. I'm expecting to get a lot of great information on tomorrow's postmortem. And I'm going to take a guess that tomorrow's postmortem will have absolutely zero drinking. Why do I assume this?
The hangout of the Avatar is real.
Yes, well, this one I think they're going to need to be sober for, because there's a lot of questions out there.
Oh boy.
And after this weekend, they're going to want to be their sharpest, because they don't want no slip-ups, that's for sure. So I can almost guarantee you there will be no drinking in tomorrow's postmortem.
There will be
Of
lots of
course.
rubbing of the head, though.
There'll be lots of what?
Rubbing of the head.
Rubbing of the head, yes. But I'm expecting a lot of good information coming out tomorrow, of course. Postmortem's always filled with wonderful, wonderful information, and it gives you guys gives us all a chance to pose questions to the folks down there and get answers to lingering questions, as well as to get updates on what the progress is. We try and do that for you guys out there every single day here. But we're going to do the usual thing here today, Jack. Try not to derail the train too much while we bring the good folks the news today.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm still looking through my phone for something important for Justin.
And what are you looking for? Anything we can assist you with?
Yeah, I need to forward her a link to the radio.
Well, you can go to NBNN. For the radio, you go to WRFB.rocks or RadioFreeBritannia.com. You can download the app for your Android
I had
iOS.
I had it in my phone, like in one of her messages, and I was looking for it.
But you broke it.
Well, and the rest of the world needs to know that as well. We do have an app out there for Listen to My Radio. You can listen to us live, or you can listen to us in repeats. You can check out the music that we got playing when we're not on the air in repeats with Laz and Jack.
It's like, please close.
Well, there it is.
Nope.
At least it's working.
Yeah, I gotta fucking close the damn thing.
Yeah, at least it's working. That's good to know. Let's see how we sound on the in-game radio today real quick, just to see how that is. Yep, it's working. Still got to fix that voice a little bit. I don't know why it's so bassy. I've been working on it.
I don't know what you did
Let
to
me
it.
know when Justin's got her message there.
Yeah, I sent it to her. Okay, that's done.
And of course, hello to Justin out there. Always listening to us, taking us to meetings and carrying us around work with her. Of course, welcome to everybody out there today. I gotta give a shout out to Stella. Stella!
Oh wait, I thought you
Hanging
up
out
chatty.
with us earlier today. And she gave a shout out to you guys today. I don't know if you read in the chat room. I know Jack keeps an eye on it.
Well, I forgot to open up chatty, so
Okay. So you missed it.
Yeah, I
You
don't
missed
see
everything.
Switch.
She did. Jack! Casey!
I'm sorry, Stella, I missed it.
And Scroda!
I need another monitor. Two's not enough.
Yeah, I got 5 and it's still not enough.
Hello, Kush lady.
I can use 1 or 2 more. I'm serious. I can't get enough screen real estate. I got too many things going on.
What are you talking about? How many tabs do I have open at any time?
Yeah, but those are tabs. You know how many tabs I've
Yeah.
got open on these 5 monitors on top of that?
Well, do you know how many windows I have open on top of all these tabs?
I don't want to know.
I mean,
That's why
I
have
use
so many
3
monitors.
different browsers to track stuff. Okay, so do you have the stand-up corner up yet?
I do. Are we gonna do Fridays, or we're just gonna jump right into Chaos being back, and we'll just pick up on Mondays since we weren't here yesterday.
Yeah,
We
we'll
would
just-
actually be doing Mondays today anyway. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and
We're just doing
put that
Mondays.
up on screen for the good folks.
Although, what's really funny is Tuesdays is already there. So this is the stand-up corner from
I haven't
yesterday.
refreshed yet.
Okay.
But,
This is the stand-up. The stand-up
Hang on
corner
now.
from yesterday, Monday, April 11th. Remember, today is Tuesday, April 12th. So yesterday, Bob in the art department said that he was working on canoes and signs and allergies and shipwrecks. Fletcher was playing around with armor fitting and bugs. Leo, the sound guy, was playing around with sound effects design and satyrs and
Leo, the
imps.
sound guy.
Reed was putting his fingers in his nose, working on braziers and low poly prop colliders. Over in design, Brandon was working on crafting cleanup and armor support and Release 29 BC Jira Triage. I don't know what the BC stands for.
Yeah, neither do I. That's a new one. We'll have to inquire. We'll figure it out
Yeah.
one of these minutes.
Yeah.
We'll go, Girl.
Oh, yep. Dan was working on Player Towns and North Palatus new scenes. And Fenn was get hit visual effects and map bugs.
Bugs.
Okay, thanks there, Skrota. Thanks for catching the slack. In prefab support, Keith was working on Verdantis new scenes and the Rise upgrades. Our matey
Arr.
was working on the Valhold exterior and the Crypt of the Avatar. I think that's the same Crypt of the Avatar from the books. And then Lum the Mad was working on the... What? That's not a spoiler.
Not everybody's read the books.
I
not
don't care,
everybody's
but that's
read
not a spoiler. I didn't go into detail about it. Okay, so in the books, you have the protagonist
Damn
finds
you.
the... Yeah, no, it wasn't a spoiler. Yeah. But in the books, he... No. Okay, so Lum the Mad was working on new scene NPCs and Lighthouse Keeper and localization. Remember, they're only naming the quest-related NPCs at this point in time, and from there, lots of NPCs are going to go into the game as I have no name. I forgot my name. I have no name. I think it would be funnier if they were all Jack.
We are all.
They are all Jack.
That's right. We are all Jack.
We light the lights. It is what
It
we
is
do.
what we do.
Mr. Me off.
That's right.
Yeah, kid.
Yeah, Sorcerer Steve was working on Brittany Central.
In my immersion.
Breaking my immersion, man.
Did you see that tweet from Rustic Dragon with the breaking?
Yes,
my
I
immersion?
did. Yes, I did.
So that sign was in the water. He pulled it out and propped it up. Okay, so over in tech, we had Eric working on companions. Remember, that is a first-person only feature, and pet spawning. Jason was working on custom books and Joaquin's homecoming plan and offline mode architecture. So I guess that means that Wizard Smoke is out of the office. One and Only was playing around with the avatar playing, looking, and targeting. And Taslo was working on lot placement, user interface, and 15% off in this add-on store, support, and accounting. Over in QA, we have James that was playing around with the sanity report and regression tests and animation smoke test. Michael was working on customer service and points of interest bugs and sanity testing. Reese. Oh, yeah, I missed that. I read right through it. Reese was sanity testing in forums and localization and customer service. Our production management and other group, we have Chris, or Dippy Bird, that was working on the resistance design and map prototyping. Gorn was doing general business and the update of the avatar. Hutch was playing around with static player run towns. Lord British was doing his Italian presentations and community and place testing. Chaox was doing his task catch-up in Release 29 RCH Jira Triage. I guess that's his initials, RCH. I don't know. And Darkstar was doing the update of the avatar in Jira Triage in forums and creating mass panic on the forums and leads meeting.
Absolutely. Mass panic.
Mass panic. Yeah.
It's an understatement.
Ooh, there's a Lord of the Manor dinner direct coming up. I'm not invited.
On the 15th.
Elite dinner.
Oh, I'm not a Lord
Is
of the Manor.
next
so
month on the 15th? I thought it was, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm not a Lord of the Manor.
Oh, there was an announcement that the last Duke's meeting and roundtables and videos was being scheduled, and the last Lord of the Manor dinner was being held, and that went out a while ago. You should have at least gotten that message.
I probably got that message. I probably got that.
Yeah.
I'm neither of those.
Oh, Casey Cupcake's actually sliding on in today. What's going on, Casey?
Not much. Hanging out at the zoo with the kiddo and the wife.
Checking in from
Checking out
the
the monkeys
zoo, huh?
flinging poop.
Flinging poop at each other.
Yeah.
The real
Hold
zoo,
on,
not my house. It is a zoo.
Ah.
Watch out for the monkeys, man. They'll throw
Watch out.
Oh yeah, I named one Led Zepp. It's got a mohawk and flings poo. Never caught.
How did you know that?
That's awesome.
That's too funny. So, what are the things mentioned in here? Canoes. What do we think about canoes?
I
My
think
people
canoes
built
are actually
them for
kind of cool.
thousands of years. I like them.
I like
What do you say?
the fact that his people have built them for thousands of years. I like the fact that
Okay.
what they're going to be doing, I think this is just decoration stuff, because if you notice, it's canoes and shipwrecks, and so it's adding more
Right.
variety on coastal scenes and river scenes. So that
Okay.
way it looks a little bit better.
As I'm seeing canoes, signs, allergies, and shipwrecks. I can think of a dozen things that I could do with that. I could
Allergies are
put-
his allergies. He's having.
Yeah. Well,
Well, we
Is-
figured that
is-
much.
is,
That's like saying that. But at the same time, we don't interpret every time we see bugs as, oh my god,
Bug.
they must be stomping on things in the office.
But I see something like that, and I go, "Ooh, we might be able to put a canoe in the water and go examine a shipwreck." It's just what I see.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
So when I
Other
see
people
things
ain't put
like this,
ship in a bottle on there, or a message in a bottle on there.
oh, we're still waiting for the SOS bottles. That'll come eventually. We know that. It's one of
want
those
my
things that.
friggin' treasure maps.
Yeah, we want treasure maps. We want treasure hunting. We want all the goodies.
Kraken.
We have yet to see the water beast, haven't we? We haven't seen that, as they said that they were working on it.
Yeah,
But I'm
well, I
sure
mean,
that's going to come out
yeah.
eventually.
Bestiary
What is
is
that,
something that they
Leviathan?
always need to work on. You don't know what a kraken is?
Now he was asking the water beast if they were working on. It's neither a kraken or a leviathan, if I remember correctly. It's something completely different.
But it's cooler to say release the Kraken.
Yes.
Absolutely. I do that every morning.
Release the Kraken.
Release the crackhead.
The cracker?
Crackhead.
Crackling?
Crackhead.
Put down the pipe and step away from the keyboard. Of course, post-mortem tomorrow, so we've got 157 thoughts out there on the question and answer board, or as it might be, the question wish list, because not all the questions always get answered. And of course, we see a lot of the same questions get asked out there month after month after month.
Never. No one ever listens to the question.
Is there going to be enough land for me to place my lots come?
Last I heard, in the last.
I can't find the lot in the town. Are there any lots available in the world right now?
Only those people that pay $500 extra can place lots.
Can I put my town in town sieges?
So, just one more clarification to the world. Yes, there will be quite a few places to place your lot.
That's topic sensitive.
But all the lots in Owl's Head are taken. I can't find a place to live. There's no free
We'll
lots.
go buy one from Laz since he takes them all up.
Need a place to keep his nut butter.
I was going to say the last place that we stopped last week.
I was just going to
Town
ask
Sieges.
you that. Do we remember where we were last
because
Friday when we were talking about that?
I left it there.
So hold that note. I'm about to have to leave.
Okay.
Sorry, dude. Since the expirations are coming up, you're running out of time to help me get to Duke or Baron 3, whichever one anybody wants to help with. And right now it's really easy because there's the 15% extra.
That's right. That was one of the things I was going to hit on next, but while he's mentioning it, time is running out, folks. That's right. Time to get those pledges in.
You guys have a good one.
Okay.
Thanks for popping in, Casey.
Hey, Casey. Watch out for the monkeys.
Hey, Casey.
I've been watching out for that one. He's been flinging poo. Later.
See ya. Okay, so the last question
All
we
right.
stopped off on was with was Rufus disparities. Will player-owned towns be subject to town sieges? This is something that they have said at least 5 times in different postmortems. And then right now that is, well, I haven't refreshed the page, so I don't know anymore. Just do a search for 8:19 p.m. But town sieges are something that are only going to be against NPC towns, just because that would be tech time that they would actually have to invest in, and then from there you'd have to people that I don't want town sieges or anything like that. So then after that we end up with Duke Astor Cerberus. With Land Rush fast approaching, do you plan to make any tools or aids available to players to help finding open lots? Remember that if you talk to the NPC, the town crier, you can actually easily find what lots are available by looking at where it says available.
Yes, but
And
I
then
think he's
you
wondering
also-
whether he's going to go to each town crier, which we know is probably going to be the case, isn't it?
That, and there is a built-in command inside of the game that will help you find open lots as well, and that is the P key for ping, and it sets up a signal flare off of available lots.
All
Since we're-
available lots. My preferred method. I can visually see where the lots are as I'm coming up on them, and make a choice if I'm running up against the clock, which is going to be interesting this upcoming release here in a couple of weeks, because it's going to be a mad rush. I'm going to be interested to see how this works out, using the system that they want to use, but trimming the time to minutes instead of hours. It's going to be real interesting.
It's going to be kind of funny.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because it's going to give us a really good idea. Well, not really, because it's not going to be such a long span of time. But we'll see where we wind up landing when we get here. That'll give us a good idea.
It really becomes a test for them, whether or not they have the tech in place to actually implement what their idea is. And so if it works in the minutes, it should work in hours and days. That's all it is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So let's see, where was I? Will a significant amount of castle and keep lots be added? This is a fun question because, you know what? The only way to get a castle lot or a keep lot is to pledge as a Lord of the Manor for it or a Duke.
$5,300 for a keep or $12,000 for a castle.
Yes.
If you want one, it can be yours for the fair price of $12,000 for a castle.
There is a slightly different thing in single player mode. You will actually be able to buy a castle.
That's right.
For the cheap price of, I believe what Starr said was the initial price that he was thinking,
like
$120 million.
120 million,
20 million gold.
120 million gold. That's right.
Yeah.
And that was a guess.
That's a single player, right?
Don't lawyer me, bro.
That's single player. Yeah, that's a don't lawyer me, bro, single player.
That's probably all hackable stuff anyway.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, people will find a way into it in single player and go, I've got everything.
Yeah.
Then BlackRock actually has
do that. You ruin the game.
Will the avatars move faster? They seem sluggish in battle. It's like, that's a timing issue.
I don't know. Did you train any of your speed skills? If you didn't train any speed skills, I don't know if your avatar is going to get any faster.
Yeah.
I know my avatar is pretty darn quick, but I got a lot of speed skills.
Take that blade off,
Things that make you go,
Yeah. Wait.
Even look at the skill tree.
Yeah. No.
Hey, now, I just want to make sure that everybody understands that we pick on everybody equally around here, so I'm not picking on him.
I pick on everybody.
We are equal opportunity.
There's another question about player-owned towns and town sieges. Blah, 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 blah. So skipping that.
That was a follow-up. Yeah.
Okay.
I like this one by Resane.
What is the point of all these home versions of windmill and steam power generators if nothing needs electricity? That is not true.
Another interesting question.
There are things that need electricity, and if you do not have some sort of electrical power generation on your lot, they will not work.
A lot of people do not realize that you will need power to eventually power all these little things that have lights, bells, and whistles in them.
They're in my wife's bottom drawer. I will not mention my name. They do have names, though.
Oh, and they've got names?
Oh, yeah.
She has named them all, or did you name them for her?
Well, some of them come with names like the Black Mamba and,
the Terminator.
The Destroyer. The Impaler.
Vlad the Impaler. Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Off topic.
So Bowen has a question about when Richard is going to get back on task of reviewing the music and approving it or not.
Richard does not do that.
No, Richard actually does. He has to approve all the music that goes into the game.
Right, but it's got to get past the other guys first, and if you don't make it past them, Richard never gets to see it. So, if he hasn't gotten past those guys, to get to Richard, you got to get past those guys first. Because trust me, I've tried.
Yep.
So you have to get final approval from the board circle, folks, that it fits the genre and what they're looking for, in order for them to even get it to him for final approval. So I don't know how he submitted. I'm assuming Bowen did. I mean, Bowen
Bowen
should have known the process.
Yeah, but so Poets of Bard Circle, then it goes to Richard for final approval. So, yep. Then he's asking about debris from Daedalus in orbit hitting the Earth. And then seasonal meteor showers, things like that.
We have shooting stars. We have Lord British's cloak. If I had to
his cloak
together, if I had to put two and two together,
oh yeah, you're right.
I would. Okay, if I had to do the math, okay, that's all I'm going to say on that one. But again, anything is possible. One of the things I love about this shit is what we make of it, what we can do with it, and there's the idea for them. Use meteorites from shooting stars to be that object that comes and kills you when you're wearing Lord British's cloak out there. And did they ever mention anything about death, or just about something? I'm assuming death is part of that if you actually get hit by that falling object.
Well, remember, we have only had like 36 questions so far about the meaningless PvE death, the meaningless PvP death. What are their plans for death in the future? What about loot? What about everything else? And now would be a great time for your We Are Live spam.
Oh, I'm not looking at that screen.
I only caught it out the corner of my eye. Got a new guy.
There we go. What we got out here?
Fun stuff.
I think you have Moobot to talk, configure to talk every time I say something.
Moobot?
Yeah. So
Moobot's just set to go. It's either like every X amount of lines of conversation or every 15 minutes, whichever comes first type thing.
Yeah. So if you look,
Originally
how is
it was
everyone
configured
today?
Because we had nobody in the
Jack.
room.
Yeah. And
We
then
are all Jack.
so every time I say something in your channel, it's gone. We are all Jack.
I might have set it to do that. I might have set that anytime.
Anytime Jack talks, trigger We Are All Jack.
We Are All Jack. Now, for those people who are newcomers to the We Are All Jack, do we want to cue them in, or we want to let them figure that out eventually on themselves, or ask around?
They have to talk to all the NPCs.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Got to talk to all the NPCs in this world. This is an interactive world, people. If you see all these NPCs running around that just say guard, well, guards have names. Merchants have names. They have stories. They have information for you. And if you're not talking to these people and finding out what's going on in your world, you're missing on a lot of fun stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Including the We Are All Jack joke.
Yep. So Violation is asking whether or not, do you guys feel the current framework for crafting is representative of the final framework? And remember, this is the second, third iteration of it, so they've still got work to do. Weeks away, it's more like months away. And then he's asking about all kinds of questions about, like, say, hypothetically, if you're like a blacksmith or a grandmaster blacksmith, so you've got 100, does that allow you to join the blacksmiths guild and get some cheaper prices and things like that? So that's all stuff maybe in the future they can do.
Yeah, it's been stuff that people have been asking about, and they would like to see secondary guilds and stuff like that. We've never gotten an answer on that, so it'd be interesting to see if they go and delve into that one. I think that question may make it. They're going to have a lot of other things to cover.
A lot of flux. It's in flux.
Yeah. So let's see. Sleepiest asks about other platforms. He's thinking Xbox and things like that. That is one where it would have to be a complete redesign of the game, because I don't think that those are conducive to Unity.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that. I think that would be. Or can you download to those kind of platforms, Xbox and the Wii and all that.
Well,
I know
each
you
one
can
has
play
its
the
own.
games online with your friends,
I don't know.
but do they have a delivery method for those platforms where they can download games and play them? I guess they do.
Yeah, I don't know myself.
Last thing I ever had was a PS2, and that was still using, CDs and stuff. So,
What? I had a Nintendo.
Well, actually, the Unity 3D website actually says that you can build it once and deploy it anywhere. So,
interesting.
yeah, but that's one where, since they're doing the monthly iteration, the monthly updates, I don't know how that would actually work with Xbox or PlayStation and their networks with the monthly publishes. So I don't know. Because
maybe once they get it in the
yeah.
bag for everything else.
Well, they might bitch and complain about 2 gig downloads every month.
Well, we got the single player narrative. You make the single player available, boom, you pack it up when it's done, and boom, it's gone. You never have to worry about it again because you don't get no updates in the single player offline mode. And if you do, you make them quarterly. I don't know. I don't know. We're just speculating on that.
Yeah, so Justin
Wolftim's
just asked
got
what.
an interesting question there. And I've heard a lot of people actually, you'll see the comments underneath that there. Could you please put the waterfalls back in the mountain biome? And he's
Plus 1,
got,
plus 2, plus 3,
Peebo.
plus 4.
Yeah,
plus,
Peebo
plus 8.
and Raven Swiftbow and a bunch of other people who
Coeur
really
d'Alene.
enjoyed that. We got Papa Roach out there commenting Final Fantasy 30,000 is on PC, PS2, blah, blah, blah. What number are they really up to? Is that 14? My goodness.
Well, they're on 175, but they're redoing 7.
Next question from Syndria.
Will we be able to test the feeling of normal speed of gaining XP and skills, so no more 4x? Yay! No more bonuses. I would actually applaud that one just because it gives them better information and better data.
Where did you get that question?
By reading Ria's. Where Ria says, question, will we be able to test the feeling of normal speed of gaining XP and skills?
Oh,
It's
the
right
one
after the
underneath,
waterfalls.
the one from Acephalius is after this release is the last wipe with the test period afterwards. Oh, that,
Question.
you said that. Never mind. I'm reading. I'm waiting for you to go to the top of it. I'm not reading the line underneath the first line.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I read the
confused.
actual question. Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Hey, I'm the natural
Ruining
blonde
my
here.
immersion.
They going 4X next wipe.
We're assuming so, only because we're going to be testing that system of the lot picking system. So if we have that system in place that
kinds
we're
of
going to be
stuff, yeah.
testing, I'm going to assume that everybody's got to, start with 0. Maybe not. Just because we're using one system
no idea.
doesn't mean you have to turn off the other system.
All right.
I'm sure they have the ability to turn it on and off at will. I think it's a 1 or a 0?
I don't know.
Yeah. Could be.
1 on, 0 off.
Right.
It's usually how it works.
Binary. There you go.
Dax Stigler does ask for more information on the land rush being tested after the wipe, and he wants to know specific time frames. And will our time slots be shown in our account page so we can test that feature, or will this not be ready until final wipe? If you go to your account page
I've
right
got an
now,
answer for that.
it is there. Oh, what's
We've
your
already
answer?
got that.
Yep.
We've
it is
already
there.
got that.
Yeah.
It's there already. They put that in before we even got to this next wipe. So if you want to know what your lot selection is, go out to your account page on the Shroud Avatar site and go to your accounts and check it out there. It'll tell you exactly when you're slated for a lot selection. That is, of course, if you have a lot. If you don't have a lot,
he's talking about a test wipe. No.
Get a pledge, buy one through the add-on store, beg, borrow, or steal. But if you want one, you better get one because time is running out. Pledges are expiring. All the goodies are going away. Moving right along.
What if our test time has expired before our patch finished, and this is after the wipe? It is not for when the game goes live, and it is one that is actually relevant. I believe the answer will be that you will be able to place one lot until the end. So you don't have to necessarily place during your time frame, but that is when you are opened up.
I'm gonna say this with a lot of security. Unless you're a lord in a manor, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that.
Well,
because the first set of Lord in the Manors, there's like a 56-hour window just for Lord in the Manors.
Stop.
If you haven't patched within 56 hours.
You were taking Rufus's approach, but this is after this wipe when the time is not hours, but it is minutes. That is what Night Owl is asking about. Well. So if it's minutes, so he's still patching like 2 hours after the game servers come up, and it's his, and he missed his time to place his house. Can he still place it? And I think the answer is going to be yes.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, it's yes.
I didn't read down to the "Are you a lord in a manor?" Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the answer. Unless you're a lord in a manor in the regular situation, and in this situation up and coming, because there's a wipe after this, it really doesn't matter. We just want to see if the system works. Doesn't matter if you miss your window this time around. It's just a test.
Yeah, and I think that after your window's up, you will still be able to place just one lot until your second time has come up.
Once your window opens up, you're able to place for the rest of the duration, is my understanding.
Yep.
Doesn't mean that once that window closes, the window doesn't close. The window only opens. You can't place till the window opens. Once the window opens, you can jump out of it anytime you want. How's that?
Yep, something like that.
But yeah, I mean, I just don't see anybody worrying about that in the test. If you're going to worry about where you're going to live for the next 3 months, you're really too deep into this game.
I have a lot I can sell you in my town.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the next 3 months because it's not where I'm going to live for the rest of my life in game.
Okay, let's see. Why don't the current taming collars use the same rules as other craftables, such as durability? I have no idea.
I don't get that one.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, what durability would you want on a taming collar? It either works or it don't, and after you use it, it goes poof. Right?
Yeah, pretty much. I think he just wants to recycle his taming collar over and over and over again.
Oh, well, that's, yeah.
Yeah, that one needs more information. When will food buffs begin to have different buffs? We were teased about this several releases ago, and we still have his +1 health gen for all crafted foods. Food buffs. I want my alcohol buff in there, so that way we can.
That's right. Forget about food buffs. That's right. We want booze. We want effects. We want to see people like Doc Shroud literally rolling around in a drunken stupor from imbibing. Yes.
That is correct, because I want to watch the guy hurl and heave.
Yeah.
And don't laugh, man. They're working on it. Then I want to see whether or not people do the sympathetic puke.
That was one of the things. You going to hold my ponytails, Jack?
Or what?
I might be sympathy puking.
Yeah, never mind. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't puke all over my hair.
Okay. Yeah, the EverQuest implementation lasted like an hour, and that ain't no fun being drunk for an hour. You can't do nothing. So hopefully it ain't too long.
Well, you have to remember, like, the way that Richard envisions it is that even your potions, they have alcohol in them. So if you drink too many potions, that will get you drunk. If you drink too much, that will get you drunk. If you don't hydrate, I mean, he is the guy that created a game where if you don't feed the NPCs, they starve to death.
That's right.
And so you actually had to spend time like feeding NPCs and yourself. So yeah.
Boy.
So I don't know how close that system is actually into making it into this game right now, but some of those systems are already in place. They just have not been tested very well or tested at all.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing about feeding NPCs. What do you give them, sausage or what?
Yeah, we give him the big fat sausage.
Kibasas.
Oh man, be thankful Stace or Justin is not here with us today, or else she would be joking about the fact that you have reins.
Did I have what?
You have reins.
Reins?
Your ponytail.
Oh. Ride 'em cowboy.
That's right.
There you go.
Hang on tight, baby.
Don't let go.
Okay. Are you worried that some insanely wonderful programmer already beat single-handedly your hardest content mere hours after you release it? Do you think there's a risk of content being steamrolled in a matter of weeks or days at release? Are you worried you'll be forced to balance your game toward the most dedicated players, neglecting the casuals?
I think the skill curve, when balanced out, it's going to take people a while. And of course, I don't think that they finalized what we actually see as hit points and all that other stuff on these critters out there in the world either.
Yeah, I don't know if we've... I don't think we've seen the final iteration, because if they take the theme lock pattern and... from there can gauge the high-end stuff towards him, they can easily make it so that way a monster can't be killed and say 3 other people have died. Or it won't start, and they can scale up damage, they can scale up area effects, they can, like, the range of the area effects, so that way it's actually a lot more dangerous. So we will see eventually, but I don't think we have to worry about that at this time. Because that's an aberration, and I think for some of it.
Themo and his abs.
That's right.
Aberration.
That is right.
Tee-hee.
Tee-hee-hee.
Okay, Artemis up next. What do we see got? Another crafting question.
Yep. Will you be unable to learn recipes for skills you have not advanced to yet? So, I don't know.
Yeah, he gives an example as a reference, and then we'd have to actually follow all that and look at all that right now to see what he wants to define. Oh, yeah. Wrath Phoenix was a really good one. One of those things that we always want to know. When will gold be usable as useful crafting resources, and what specifically will it be used for?
Jewelry.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, we already have jewelry. Most common thing I hear people using it for is repair kits. But why you're mining gold for repair kits, I don't know. Because it's a wasted ore if you're not making jewelry, and if you just happen to be mining it, it's a way to get rid of it.
There you go.
Counterfeit gold coins.
And of
When,
course, he's
if
got
ever,
two
will
more
we see
questions after that.
more variations of taming collars using different ores for them? I think that would actually be good for like separating the different levels of the taming collars using different ores. I think that would be kind of a cool idea for that. And what is current thinking for being able to buy lot deeds with gold in-game in a post-wipe scenario? They have always said that you will be able to buy lots in-game. But then we end up with
of course, is
fun part.
How many?
Yeah, we can't discuss
that question again.
That becomes a Dev Plus answer, and I don't like that answer either.
I don't know anything about that being a Dev Plus answer. I'm just based on the question being asked here.
Because he did answer that in Dev Plus. But
that wasn't an answer. That's based on something totally different. That's not even part of that question. So that number is out the window. We already know that.
Yeah.
That's only got to do with 30% promise. That's all that number's got to do with.
Hey, I am only hold on, how many pages am I into this thread? Only 26 pages into the thread right now.
Oh no, I read all 50 odd pages.
When it got locked a second time.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a chore.
What is it, up to like 1,500 posts?
Yeah, way too many. But we need to get rolling.
Start handing out awards for we hit milestones. Post 1,000, post 1,500, post 2,000 on a single thread.
Yeah,
a lot of hot topics out there. But that is true. Oh my God, we are burning the oil here today on the show, going through these questions, and we've got a lot more to cover. Unfortunately, it's going to be a short week for us around here. We're going to be here tomorrow with the show. We'll follow up on some more of these questions for tomorrow. Of course, we will have the postmortem simulcast for you here as it happens after tomorrow's show. There'll be no show on Thursday. I will be out again at the doctor's. And then we will be back, God willing, on Friday and have the weekend wrap up and talk about all this craziness that's happened and what we learned on Wednesday's show. In the postmortem, all that good stuff. But meanwhile, we got to go ahead and
did we want to run did we want to run that extra special commercial that we got today?
Yes, we need to run that real quick. Do you have a copy on hand?
I am all queued up and ready to hit the space bar for play.
Okay, you got to give me 1 second because I am not.
You got 7 minutes.
Yeah. I got all the time I want. So I can edit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not true. We like to keep this the way it is. All right, I got it queued up. We're going to show this to you folks out there. So check this out. This is something the Virtue League got out there for you folks. Go ahead and hit play.
Done.
Do you thirst for battle? Do you crave the cheers of victory? The EVL Guild has the place for you. Join the Virtual League every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard. Fight for glory or coin. Climb the ranks or spar for fun. Test your mettle against magic, skill against strategy. And the free-to-enter double elimination tournament. Be it amateurs or veteran, all are welcome. The Virtual League, where legends are made.
The Virtue League, where legends are made.
Season 2 begins May 4th.
24th.
Nice work by them. I love the intro with the Chaos Star there. But meanwhile, let's hit the calendar up real quick there, Jack. Get everybody out on that big calendar here on Tuesday.
Yes, today is Tuesday, April 12th. Calendar's really short. Remember, all times are Central Standard Time, which is New Britannia time in-game. At 2 o'clock, we have the Paxlayer Town Manager Hour with Sean Silverfoot out in the town of Paxlayer. You can go talk to him about anything Paxlayer related. At 7 o'clock, if you're interested in some PvE, you can join the Every Virtue is Lasting Guild with a dungeon crawl held in every Tuesday. The meeting point is in Owl's Head right next to the skills trainer. And then the last event for today is going to be on Avatars Radio. You can listen to DJ Lady Addy with some 80s and more. And that is the calendar for Tuesday, April 12th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Absolutely. Slow. And again, we're coming up to the next wipe. We're coming up to release 29 here in about 2 weeks. So things are getting heated. People are making plans. We're doing all sorts of crazy stuff right now. Of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors here today. Ben over at Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com. Go out to his site, check him out. He's got all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. Everything from t-shirts to hats to patches to glassware. He actually tweeted out a nice Apple iPhone 6 Shroud of the Avatar phone cover that he's got. He may be
that was
doing
actually really cool looking.
And stuff like that. So keep sending those ideas out to Rild. He'll keep getting some swag that we can have for Shroud of the Avatar out to you here in the real world. Of course, our friend Jacob White over at sodamap.com. Use sodamap.com for all your travel needs. You'll never get lost in Shroud of the Avatar using sodamap.com. Our friends over at sodacraft.com and sodataming.com. Those guys have done all the hard work for you. Go check them out for all your crafting and taming needs. You want to know about crafting, you want to know about taming, check those guys out. They've done all the legwork. All you got to do is go check it out, read up on it, and learn how it's done. And, of course, our good friends over at Shroud Marketplace. Jack, you want to tell the folks about the Shroud Marketplace?
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is going to be the place where you can buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. That includes services like event planning. So if you are, say, wanted to have a wedding out in the awesome town of... what's that place called?
Snug Harbor.
Snug Harbor. Laz can hook you up with a wedding package. Or if you want to listen to Scrota play music for an hour, you can go do Scrota's music service thing and get him playing. If you want any other kind of service, decorating, Scrota had one on there for a while. Or if you're looking for like an in-game rare or anything like that, hopefully someone's listed it on Shroud Marketplace. Remember, you can register as a vendor out on Shroud Marketplace if you have something to sell as well.
Absolutely.
Like
and of course,
with rentals.
That's right. And of course, we want to thank you, the viewers out there. You guys make it all possible for us with your support and help. You guys just backing us, being here every day, giving us your ideas, joining us in chat, joining us live here in the studio, joining us in game. We love this shit. We love you guys. And of course, we do it for you guys to keep you all entertained and keep you up to date.
Yes, thank you everybody for showing up, because we do have new people out here. We have Draylin Proudmore, we have Rosen Ritter. Thank you guys. This is the first time I've seen you guys before, so thank you for coming out, watching us, and listening to us. As well as Humphrey Snarebeat. That's Stike's other guy, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I have to keep these things together in my head. Whose alt is who? Especially when everybody's got their own band. And thank you for Crafty Method for not destroying the bathroom today. That's very specific thanks there. Thank you, Carrie, for coming out, hanging out with us, listening to us, even though you didn't say much, if anything. Carrie Death.
And thank everybody for joining us. Alrighty, folks, we're going to wrap it up for today. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
This is Scroda.
And we are NBNN. Casey Cupcakes is out in the field. Thanks, Led Zepp and everybody else here in the studio today. We're going to wrap it up. Stay tuned, NBNN, for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, and the latest updates here in Shroud of the Avatar. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be bringing you the post-mortem and simulcast as it happens live here on NBNN. Till then, we'll see you next time. Casey's got monkeys throwing poop at him.
I know. And I can't believe someone bought my wood.
They must have tried its balls.
I wonder if they sanded it and polished it.
What? You're what?
I'm gonna have to put more wood on my vendor. Jack's job needs more wood.